Hello, I'm Dr. Hanson, Superintendent of MSD Warren Township, and I am here with our Superintendent Spotlight featuring 16th Street Soul.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Before we get started, I would like you guys to introduce yourself, but that would be boring, so I want to ask another question to that. And that question is, if you could meet someone in the present or the past, who would it be? Kick us
hello,
off.
my name's Quincy. I'm a junior and I sing bass in the group. And if there's one person I'd like to meet, you already know, it's gotta be Michael Jackson.
Saw that coming.
My name is Jalen. I sing bass, baritone, and I'm a lead in one of the songs. I'm a junior. If anything, I would have to say probably the person who, Michael mentioned. I would say Usher, honestly. That's just my answer.
How you doing? My name is Ronnie. I'm the VP, aka beatboxer of the group, and I'm a senior. And if I could meet anybody, y'all already know who this is. I want to meet Pentatonics. Like for real, I want to meet Pentatonics. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Savannah. I'm an alto and I'm a soprano and I'm a junior. And if I could meet anybody, it would be Jasmine Sullivan.
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm a senior, soprano one mostly, alto one song. And if I could meet anybody, I would probably go with Ariana Grande. I gotta love her.
What's up? I'm Jordan. I'm a senior and I sing tenor and baritone. If I could meet somebody, hands down, Michael Jackson.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Imani. I switched from a soprano to an alto to a tenor, and I'm a junior. And if I would meet anybody, it would probably be Cynthia Erivo.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Tiana. I am a soprano, alto, and I do soloist for a few songs. And I'm a senior. And if I could meet someone famous, that would be Jesus.
Hallelujah. Won't he do it?
Oh, he will.
I'm Jair. I'm a tenor and a soloist, and I'm a junior. And I'm gonna be different, and I'm gonna choose two people because I can't decide. So one, it'll be Stevie Wonder, the GOAT,
Yeah.
and Anderson .Paak.
Anderson .Paak, yeah.
I said two. Stevie Wonder, the GOAT, because he's the GOAT, and then Anderson .Paak.
That's a great reason. Sorry.
So all of you are either juniors or seniors.
Yeah.
So my guess is you've been doing this for quite a while.
No.
Singing, performing.
Yeah.
Okay, so acting. So here's my question to you, and we'll go back this way this time. When did you realize this is something that you wanted to do? When did that start for you?
I realized this was something that I wanted to do because, one, I always grew up watching shows that dealt with acapella, like the show Sing Off, and I always grew up watching that. So ever since I first experienced it, I knew that I wanted to be here. So yeah, that's when I knew.
Not so much as acapella. Acapella came as like a surprise for me. But one thing that really got me loving music was my sister when she joined choir here at Warren Central.
The thing that inspired me was the last group that was here because they were so, they were just so good, and it just made me feel like, I'm like, oh my God, they're so good. They can sing so well together. I want to do that. And I was just like, I got to figure out how I'm going to get in there.
One thing that inspired me was singing was a big part of my life, and when I finally found people that I could relate to, I wanted to join them.
For me, singing was just music was a major part of my family's life. I saw my first Broadway show in 3rd grade, and then we ended up doing the same show 2 years later. And I just kind of fell in love with it at that point, and realized that's what I wanted to do.
I always used to sing when I was little, but I hated singing in front of people who weren't really my family. And up until last year, I really didn't want to do choir. But a lot of my friends were in it, and they encouraged me to do it. So now it's just something that I love to do.
Okay, I did not know I was going to be in this at all. I didn't even know there was an a cappella group until my junior year.
You're welcome.
But I've always loved music, but the thing is, a cappella didn't come into my life until I was around 10-ish, maybe 10, 11. And so I was like, I want to do that. But it wasn't really something that I thought I was going to ever accomplish, considering a cappella isn't really a big, you feel me? You get what I'm saying. So, so now that I'm here, I'm loving it. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm loving it.
Honestly, for me, I've always had the ability to sing. That's always something I've been surrounded by. But growing up where I was from, it wasn't really none of that. I was focused on playing basketball. Last year, I realized this is what I wanted to do. Like, I found my voice, mostly because of these two, that one and that one. But yeah, I kind of fell in love with it. I found who I am. I'm very confident in it. I just love being on stage. Performing is my life now. Like, that's just how, that's how I became this person right now.
Well, both my parents are singers, and they sing and do all that stuff with a bunch of famous people. So I was kind of forced to do this type of stuff. And then last year, my sister, she was in the OG group of 16th Street Soul, and I was like, wow, they're really good. I want to be better than her. So we came in here, and a little bit better than that.
Right now, don't let her hear that, because the moment she hear that, she gonna pop up out of nowhere.
She gonna hit the better soprano note. Y'all gonna just be having a competition.
I think we need to have a sing-off with the OG 16th Street Soul. And we need to make that happen.
Make it happen.
We're keeping Sophie.
Make it happen.
Mr. Long, you got that?
We're keeping Sophie.
Y'all can fight over me.
We keeping Sophie on our side.
Okay, yes. She gets to pick teams. So 16th Street Soul is, not every high school has one of these amazing groups, right? And I was talking to Mr. Long here earlier this morning. You guys had a competition this past weekend. You did amazing. You're moving on to the semifinals, right?
Yes, sir.
Coming up here in a couple of weeks. This one's gonna be more random, so you can kind of just jump in.
Yeah.
What makes 16th Street Soul a different experience than any other experience that you guys have had in the past, whether it be through sports, other acting or performance? What makes this special and different?
So we're very diverse, and I don't mean that like racially, but like vocal tone too. So how to explain it is we have some people who are very soulful, some people who are very choral, and we try our best to put that in our a cappella pieces to make it something epic, something nobody has ever heard before.
Because we're so small, all of our voices are very like out in the open. Like there's no hiding like in a regular choir with like 30 people. We're all usually in this group at least 1-2 apart. So it boosts that difficulty a little bit. Because we usually also have to learn our parts on our own, and then we're so exposed, and we have to just like know our stuff and to let that chords ring and everything.
Just the fact that we're very different voices and very different people. Like we came into this not knowing like, yo, we're gonna be amazing and we're gonna crush it, and so we be crushing it. I ain't gonna cap to you. Like we be hitting that mug. You feel me? So it's like the fact that we're like all different personalities, all different voices, all different whatever, you feel me, the fact that we came together and created such a beautiful harmony and such a beautiful connection within each other is something that is really good in 16th Street. So
I feel like this class is harder than any other class I've had, especially like chorally, because coming into this year, I was very skeptical of this class because Mr. Long was like, yeah, you're singing bass. And I was like, what? Because I always sung tenor. But when I put my trust in him and he taught me what I needed to learn about being a bass, so now my range is like, I can sing up here, I can sing down here. Like, he trained me to sing better. So I'm really glad I was in this class because it made me a lot better.
I think that 16th Street is like a really close group in and outside of 16th Street. We're all friends, and so like it's like we're more comfortable than a lot of other groups because we're more comfortable to tell somebody like, oh, that part that you did was really good. You should keep doing that, or maybe you should change that part. It's just like we're a lot more closer, and we're just like a big family.
So we've been trying to implement jog skills, and one of those jog skills is collaboration. And what I've heard from you guys so far is all the individual talents that you bring or the focus that you have as a part of the team. Can you talk about how you guys have to collaborate? How many are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of you, right? How do you collaborate and work together to build that and create that beautiful sound?
Well, one, Well, when we first get our song or our music sheet, we first, learn it, because we need to know it like together before we go our separate ways. So we learn it first, and then as soon as we do that, Mr. Long is like, okay, well, y'all got this, but I'm gonna just teach y'all from A, and y'all gonna learn from there, and then from there, y'all gonna learn by yourselves. So then we have different tracks or pianos at our house for us to learn and for us to teach ourselves the notes and stuff. And then as soon as we get there, then we like, all right, guys, y'all ready to like try it together since we've been so like away for like 2 or 3 days to learn our song?
It was very hard for us to work on teamwork our first go around because it's beginning of the school year and it was really hard for us to get to know each other. But then once we put that trust in the group, trust goes a long way, especially in music. When you trust somebody, you can always go outside the box. And with that trust, if going outside the box works, we'll let you know. And if it doesn't, we'll also let you know. And it really takes a lot of trust, faith, and confidence.
Couple more questions for you. So you're juniors, seniors, some of you are leaving Warren Central this year. For this next coming year, and those of you that are juniors, what do you hope to do with your talent after high school?
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I most definitely want to like continue with this. Like this is genuinely amazing. Like this that we have created within each other as a group, friendship wise and musically wise. You feel me? And I most definitely want to continue with this. I'm going to Ivy Tech for general studies just to get all that out the way, and then I'm going to a university to get dibble and dabble in some music. So I most definitely want to find a cappella group. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to leave y'all. I don't. I'm gonna miss them so much. But trust and believe. Like our skills, we've came to the top.
What I want to do in the future with my talents is, well, one, I do want to keep making music and recording and stuff, but I say one thing I want to do is, learn more about music theory and learn more about the history of music so that way I can get a better understanding of music because music is the GOAT. I would also like to keep using my talent to acapella, so like maybe when I go to college, my dream college now is Harvard, because I'm trying to go to Harvard opportunities. Yeah. I'm trying to sing with them and stuff, and that's going to be cool.
I definitely want to continue pursuing in music because these are my babies, this is my family for real. And they also help me like break out of my shell because I used to be really shy when it came to singing, and I did not like singing in front of people. Yeah,
Please don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry. But if anything, I would like to pursue it. It'd probably be either being an actress or a cartoonist because I really like that kind of stuff.
I want to create some space real quick before we hear you guys perform to honor Mr. Long. I don't know where he went. I was out there a minute ago. There he is. There he is, center. Share what he's meant to you and
Okay,
what role
We going back this way.
what role he plays and how you get here.
Listen, y'all, we're finna get real deep, okay?
About to start crying.
Okay, Mr. Long, I've known him since 8th grade, okay? I haven't had like my mom's a single mother, okay? So I haven't had a father role in my life. And I came in here freshman year, and he put me in Connection, which is like the highest show choir with highlights. And he was there for me, right? And I've literally grown up with him. So like, I just look at him as like a father type of role to me. And he definitely deserves a raise because he'll get paid enough to deal with all of us.
For me, I started off in like the beginning groups in Fermata and everything, so I didn't really see very much of Mr. Long at first, but then I had him my sophomore year for piano, and that was where he asked me, because at the time in sophomore year I was in highlights, so I was really only seeing Miss Corum, and he asked me to be in 16th Street, and little did I know that was like one of the best choices of my life because like, between COVID and a lot of like family stuff going on at home, there was like really a piece of my life that I felt like I was missing, and really Mr. Long and 16th Street just like filled that for me and helped me through like a lot of stuff. And I just like, I really appreciate him so much because he's just such like a musical genius, and he really made me think about music in like a totally different way that I like never would have thought, like having a teacher anywhere else.
So, Mr. Long, thank you for all that you're doing. We're going to work on that raise.
I know the first thing.
Yes.
First thing he said was, "Woo, they get on my nerves."
That means he loves you, though. That means he loves you. All right, we're going to end something with a little impromptu. I want you to drop something, all right? And then we're going to do a performance of something that you performed this weekend.
Going down the road, going nowhere, guitar packed in the trunk. Somewhere around mile marker 112, Papa started humming the funk. I got a Jones in my bones before I know singing this melody. Stopped the car, pulled out the guitar, halfway to New Orleans. I said, take me home, take me home. Could feel the sun about to rise when I realized we had nothing to fear. Just me and my daddy in the killing booth, making music that nobody could hear. And the sun lit up and we split the night, spilling over our jubilee. 10,000 cars by the side of the road, as far as the eye can see. Said, take me home.